Overview of the housing affordability crisis. The housing affordability crisis in the U.S. refers to the growing difficulty many Americans face in securing affordable housing. As home prices and rental rates have surged, particularly in urban areas, low and middle-income families are increasingly struggling to find homes that fit within their budgets. Rising home prices across the country. Over the past decade, home prices in many parts of the U.S. have skyrocketed. The combination of limited housing inventory, increased demand, and economic factors such as inflation has pushed the cost of homes beyond what many people can afford. This has led to greater inequality in homeownership. The impact of high rent prices. Rising rental prices are also a major component of the affordability crisis. Rent has surged in cities nationwide, with many renters spending a significant portion of their income on housing. This leaves little room for savings, investments, or even basic living expenses, exacerbating economic strain. Limited housing supply and zoning laws. One of the key drivers of the affordability crisis is the lack of available housing. In many areas, restrictive zoning laws prevent the construction of more affordable housing units. Local governments may prioritize single-family homes or upscale developments, which do not meet the needs of lower-income renters and buyers. The role of income stagnation. While housing costs have soared, wages for many workers have stagnated. For lower-income individuals, this discrepancy between rising housing costs and stagnant wages has made it increasingly difficult to afford housing. In some areas, even two-income households cannot afford basic housing. The disparities in housing access. The housing affordability crisis disproportionately affects minority communities, particularly Black and Hispanic families. Systemic discrimination, such as redlining, has historically prevented these groups from accessing homeownership opportunities. As a result, wealth disparities persist, and these groups face more challenges in finding affordable housing. Government responses and initiatives. In response to the housing affordability crisis, the federal government and state governments have introduced various programs aimed at supporting low-income renters and buyers. Initiatives like affordable housing construction, rent control measures, and first-time homebuyer programs aim to ease the burden, but they have not been enough to solve the issue on a large scale. The challenge of housing for homeless populations. Another facet of the crisis is the increasing number of people experiencing homelessness. As affordable housing options become more scarce, the homeless population continues to grow, leading to more visible homelessness in urban areas. This issue requires both immediate solutions and long-term policy reforms. The role of speculation and investment firms. Real estate speculation and investment firms have contributed to the affordability crisis by purchasing large amounts of property and driving up prices. These investors often focus on maximizing profits rather than addressing the needs of local communities, further exacerbating the shortage of affordable housing for ordinary Americans. Long-term solutions to the affordability crisis. Addressing the housing affordability crisis requires a multifaceted approach, including increased funding for affordable housing, revisions to zoning laws, wage increases, and the development of policies that promote equitable housing access for all. Comprehensive reform is necessary to ensure that everyone has access to safe and affordable housing.